What's good, everybody?
What's good?
Get ready to experience
Freedom versus sad.
sad meaning,
Stress, anxiety, and depression.
So today we're going to be talking about social cage.
Yes, social cage.
Being caged in.
Trapped.
Locked.
Yes. So unbuckle your seatbelts and enjoy the ride.
I am Josh Jericho,
I am Jason Hiller.
and today's definitely going to be a great show. So,
Let's go.
okay. Being caged, being locked in your mind, being in your own head and your own thoughts. What does cage mean?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Yes, I am. Cage means confined in or as caged in. Yeah, confined in.
Confined in.
Yeah.
So when you think about being confined in, let's break it down even more, and let's break down to the synonym of cage.
All right, well, some of the synonyms are locked up, back to confined,
Okay.
and incarcerated.
So I mean, those are words that you can identify. Those are single words that you can identify, and it obviously has some type of emotion to it.
Right.
So, what's the opposite of being confined or incarcerated or locked up?
Shoot. Well, for those who don't know, it should be easy for you. The opposite of caged, locked up, confined, or incarcerated is free, liberated, released.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's major.
Yeah.
That's major. Alright, so I mean, can you and I relate to a time that you felt caged or socially caged? A social cage?
Well, as we discussed earlier, before we press record to even do this, I think the whole cage thing is what we're in now.
Okay.
Pandemic. I think we can go straight to where it's at right now. Wuhan, China, when the pandemic first happened, they shut that whole city down.
They were.
You know what I'm saying? Never been to Wuhan, China. However, through the YouTube, you there. You kind of
get the experience.
Digitally traveling.
Yeah.
Space traveling. But it's like on some real tight time. The pandemic has us all confined, locked in,
Incarcerated.
have us all in a cult type vibe.
Yeah, and honestly, just to piggyback.
Oh, go ahead.
It does something to you mentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does mentally.
It makes you feel alone, right? In so many ways. Like, all right, there are some people that know how to handle loneliness.
Yes.
And there are some people that know how to be alone.
Yes.
Okay? So if you want to people that always need people around you, this was a challenge for
It's a
you.
big challenge.
Because now you're caged in a place where you're usually socially free.
Right.
You normally liberated. You normally can go on vacations and do what you want to do.
Yeah.
However, this kind of like hindered that.
Yeah, you can't really go nowhere. You are literally in one spot.
And you have to be around special friends.
Yes.
And family.
Yes. And if you don't have special friends and family,
you're latching on to anything after that, or
you're alone.
Caged in your own mind, trapped in your own mind.
You know what I think about when I think about cage? And basically I'm gonna go on the next question of how to basically unlock yourself from the cage.
Yeah.
I think of Plato's Closet.
Alright.
Remember, you was really good at telling the story about the man in the cave and how he only seen what he seen.
Yeah, he seen a mirage. Alright, so you had three men in a cage, locked in chains they just locked in chains basically. And every so often they'll see a mirage because there was fire burning behind them. Every so often they see a mirage on the wall, and it's a person walking to do their due diligence. But they don't know it's a person, it's just a shadow. The mirage is a shadow of a person.
Okay.
You feel me? So one day, to go straight to the point, one day one of the guys got free from the chains. And he was able to escape, which was unlock himself, liberate himself from being
released,
incarcerated and locked up.
Yes.
and he was released into actually seeing what was behind him the whole time. It was the stairs, and the stairs led to outside, and outside he finally got a chance to see what was outside, and outside he's seeing flowers, the blue sky,
trees,
the white clouds,
animals,
the green trees, butterflies,
the actual rides of the person that was walking.
Yeah, walking back and forth.
So he got to see other people that look like
he
him.
got to see life. He got to actually feel free. He's seen the colors.
Yep.
So what he did was he ran back down there and tried to explain to the other guys that was chained up, like, y'all got to get free. Y'all got to see what, like, y'all got to see this stuff. But they were so caught up and being locked up and caged in
that their minds were caged
that they didn't allow themselves to believe that he's seen what he's seen.
Right.
So they was not even free enough to see his freedom.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And
you know, again,
that is a crazy story.
Sometimes being depressed and stressing yourself out, you're not freeing yourself from that cage.
Also, you know, when you are going through stress, anxiety, and depression, right?
Yes.
You latch onto other energies the same way. So I want everybody to do this.
Symptoms.
I want everybody to do this. So try this out. Because I had to do this. I know he do it often also.
Yes.
But we always together. And we're not. We always clicking on other levels.
Mm-hmm.
One day, when you're out with your posse, just stop. Don't sit there and just look around and just look at them and see if they are the ones for your energy. Just see if they're the ones for your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times we get caught up in the illusion of friends that we don't really see what we're around. And is this helping you get further?
Right. Yeah.
I ain't saying cut them off, because I got friends that I ain't talked to in years, but when I see them again, we ain't miss a step or a beat.
We ain't miss a step or a beat.
You know what I'm saying?
This is not.
But sometimes you gotta distance yourself from certain energies so that you can do you.
So you can soar.
So you can be free.
So you can
because you can be locked up in hanging out with your drinking buddy all the time. Now y'all just locked up in that.
Drinking every day.
Y'all caged into each other.
Yeah.
That's all y'all know.
Or you can, again, you know, there's people that like to smoke.
Smoke weed.
You can be locked up smoking all day.
Incarcerated with your friends, smoking weed all day and ain't doing shit.
Ain't doing nothing but that.
So I want you to try and exercise. And wake up one morning. Don't change your routine. Just get around the same energy and see, are you at where you need to be at with them and yourself? And if you're not, then take a step back. And if they act kind of funny, then they wasn't the ones for you, because a real friend wants to see you blossom and be a butterfly.
They want to see you make the change
and
grow.
You want them on the same level.
Yes. That's a true friend. Yeah. That's a true friend.
It can separate at any time, because they know my dog gonna get this shit.
Okay, and the true friend will release you and not incarcerate you.
Nah, yeah.
A true friend will not cage you in.
It won't cage you in. Know? Yes.
Sometimes, you know, think about being caged, you locked in with emotions.
And then you're going through anxiety during that time, because you're trying to figure out, like, is this motherfucker playing my mind, or I'm playing with my mind, or is me doing this? Is that stopping me from doing that? Like, you start getting all the way too deep in yourself, and you start losing yourself, where then you're now choosing to lose them, but you're not even gaining nothing out of the whole entire energy.
And sometimes it can not only be a friend, it could be family. Sometimes you're locked up with family, caged up
in family, and just repeat the conversation.
Notice the growth.
One thing about life is you can't get away with quick hustle schemes. You have to have a plan.
You gotta have a plan.
So when you're caged in, you don't got a plan. You're just living life.
Yeah.
You're locked in so much, you want to have fun.
Right.
You locked in so much, right, that you get your PWA money, you might get your income tax money, and you might get your unemployment. And first thing you do when you caged in is spend all your money when you get free. Cause now you think the money freed you.
Right.
The money ain't free you. You're supposed to have been free before the money came in. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You was caged because you thought you needed the finances. And that's also another incarceration. You can be incarcerated because you think you broke.
Yeah.
You can be incarcerated because you think you don't have enough to handle what you need to handle.
Yep. You could be incarcerated mentally if you think you're not good enough.
Real talk. So you gotta learn how to free yourself, and you gotta say, let me plan. Let me start creating. Because humans are creators. And everything you have in your life at this moment is a creation off of a creation off of a creation. So what you did is you created the thought that you was broke or didn't have enough or somebody's hurting your feelings or this is happening that you stopped your growth during that moment and your purpose to worry about yourself. You stopped your growth to worry about yourself and what others think about yourself.
And the thing is, you know, nowadays, the whole world, their mind is trapped. Their mind is caged.
Right.
So again, it's like, it's really just time for you to renew your mind and free your mind.
That's it.
For real. And not cage yourself in, not cage your thoughts in.
And the reason why the word, and you know, to add on to what you're saying, the reason why we're using these words, and I like what he just said, it's time to renew your mind, trying to free yourself. The reason why you use these words like caged in, incarcerated, and confined, and things of that nature, is because it allows you to see where you're at.
Yeah.
So that when you look at the opposite,
you can know where you're going.
Yes. You know where you want to be, you know where you're going.
Yeah.
So if you understand you're locked in and caged in and your mind is incarcerated, then what you can see is that the opposite means freedom and liberation. So let me try that side real quick. Because once again,
if you don't use it,
you lose it. So if you don't use freedom and liberation, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to lose that. If you keep using, oh man, I can't go nowhere this week, or
you're locking yourself in.
Oh my gosh, man! Like, man, you at home. Create something.
Yes.
Create something. Create a vibe where you just watch a movie. Yes. That's a creation. Create where, man, shit, I am at home. Create that energy.
Yes.
Don't create where I gotta go out and then mess up what you know what I'm saying, the energy that you are already in, absorbing. Create. We are born to create. Every human is. We could talk about gender later, but when it starts with life, it starts with humanity.
It starts with human.
Yes.
Not gender.
Before you are a gender, you are a human. I think we said that in one of our last sessions.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, go back to our last sessions and vibe with us. But you know, we wanted to give you a discussion today. And that's what we gave you just now. Yeah. About cage. So, you know, if you don't use it, you lose it. And we really want y'all to start trying these examples of using the opposite of the bad energy word that you are saying you are.
So you can liberate yourself.
So if you say you hate something, look at the opposite of hate. You know what I'm saying? If you say, man, I feel tired today. Look at the opposite of tired. Again,
I'm Josh Jericho.
And I'm Jason Hiller.
And this is Freedom versus Sad.
Yes.
So continue to liberate your minds. Continue to uncage yourself.
Yes.
Continue to
uncage your energy.
Yes.
Because it's been tamed too long and it's time for you to
free your mind.
Yep. If you don't know yourself, now you do.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Let's get it, y'all.